How you doing, folks? It's Ron Grovis from Ron's Beers and Tools. I got a beer for you today. I'm showcasing the Saranac Session IPA, Generation 4. This comes from Matt Brewing Company out there in Utica, New York. And this is one of the names of their beers, Saranac. I'll get a better picture on this for you. All right, there you go. It's a 4 generations, 1 passion. There's 4 generations of the family working there. And it's a family-owned business. And they do good. Matt Brewing Company started in 1888. Way back then, by the founder was Francis Xavier Matt. I don't know if it's the first. I forget now. But he started it back in 1888. And the 4th generation is keeping the brewing going. I've had their beers, and they are good. They brew some good stuff. I haven't had this, the Session IPA. But we'll see what it's like. Okay, let's see now. There's some their words on this here, this brew. This Generation 4 is a hop-forward Session IPA. Hop-forward, now that's something. Which embodies 4 generations of Matt family brewing. That's like I said, the 4 bred. Nick and Fred, and then there's a Nick Jr. Nick and Fred help pilot brew the winning recipes, and then Nick Jr. is involved now with the brewery, and if they're winning recipes, so it must run in their blood. They've got a lot of awards and a lot of their brews, and they have some good beers. Again, back to the words, we've used Amarillo in this here now. Amarillo and Citra hops to deliver big tropical and citrus aroma and flavor, and wheat malt for a sturdy backbone to hold on to more hop character without driving up the percentage of the alcohol by volume, which is nice. They use that instead of driving up the ABV, which is the balancing of your beers, like we always talk about. You hear reviewers say. How do we do it? Well, here's how they did. Well, we wanted to pack an uncanny amount of hops into this beer. Again, this fine beer here. They want to really make a fine beer, but they want to put the hops in it. And we used white IPA, which beer experts consider one of the best in the craft. And we wanted to pack an uncanny amount of hops into this beer, so we used our gas chromatographer. Hope I can say this correctly. Gas chromatographer. What that basically does, it's a chemistry type piece of equipment. Basically measures the essential oil concentrations of hops. Basically, it breaks down the components of the liquid that you put in, and it breaks down each one, and you know exactly what the alpha acids are, exactly what you're precisely dealing with, basically. And so you get those oil concentrations, you know how to put them into your brewing process, the amount that you exactly want. And this is what they're talking about on that piece of equipment they call gas chromatographer. I hope I'm saying it correctly. I'm probably not murdering it. The Amarillo and Citra hops, they use that to deliver the best aroma and flavor. We've taken our learning, and basically what they're saying is, we've taken our learning and brewed a flavorful and easy drinking, delightful beer. So please enjoy this sandwich. I bet you it will be. I'm getting excited to try this. It's basically a Session IPA, as you know, but they got the name Generation 4. And the hops in this Amarillo and Citra, as you know, and it comes out for the international beer units of 30. So that's not high, 30. That which is good. A bit higher than what I like, but I'm going to be very open-minded about having this beer and all these IPAs. Back to the beer. The percentage of the alcohol in this is 4.5. That's the ABV. Basically, the malts in this are pale, wheat, Munich, and Caterpillar. Now, I've heard about the Caterpillar so many times on that, and that was one of the things I always wanted to understand. I mean, I know the company. It's basically the Breeze Malt and Ingredient Company. And that always, when I was back years ago when looking into the hops when they brewing beer, it was a Breeze, B-R-I-E-S-S, Malt and Ingredient Company. They basically in Chilton, Wisconsin. I always remember that because I got a lot of Chilton magazines when I was working on all the cars, the vehicles that we get. I always get a Chilton magazine. and this place is located in Chilton, Wisconsin. So it always kind of remember me of that. Basically what they do is, this malt gives a clear, like a grassy, contributes to basically a uniform evenness on the, hard to explain in words, but basically I'm dealing now with this one malt, clear, grassy, and kind of contributes the unfermentable sugars. Now you want to ferment everything, but this getting wrapped up in my words here, but this malt, this capital malt, gives an unfermentable. It ends up the sugars are unfermentable in some of it, and that adds actually now that you have some unfermentable sugars in your beer after you ferment it and making the beer, you got some unfermentable sugar in there. What that adds to is it adds to the foam on the head of the beer. It makes a more foamy head, stability to the head, and basically in your mouth you get that mouthfeel, that full mouthfeel. Like you hear beer reviewers say, the mouthfeel of it is full. A medium feel, a full-bodied feel, and this helps to that capitalist malt. Okay, let's see now. Let's look at the beer. I've been talking enough about it, but I'll give a little bit of the company after I pour the beer. We'll see what it looks like. I got a glass, one of the Anheuser-Busch glasses we got up at Merrimack, New Hampshire. We used to go up there every summer on vacation, and one of the days we took was go up to Merrimack, New Hampshire, the Anheuser-Busch brewery, and go on the tour. Okay, what else do I do? Let's keep my mouth quiet for a while. Get a little bit of angle here and that. Yeah, okay, that looks good. Let's take a look at the top. They take the time to engineer it and have it printed. I don't know if we got enough light on this subject here, but it's kind of a dark day here. A storm's coming. It's snowing and raining right now, really cold. We're supposed to be getting up to 6 to 12 inches of snow tonight. We got a snowstorm coming. All right, enough of this weather. Here's the cap. Hope you just can see it. Saranac, nice looking cap. A family-owned brewery. And some words on that. They're basically saying 4th generation family brewery. And no further ado. Okay, let's go. Okay, basically see. The water vapor is coming out. I'm not getting the aroma here yet. Somewhat of an aggressive pour right down the middle. Oh, buildup of carbonation. Looks good. I don't know, the colors are basically, it pours, it looks hazy when I was pouring it. A hazy pour. Kind of a haziness to it, but it's clearing up now. I don't think there's any yeast left over, and this isn't a second fermented in the bottle, I know that. It's a medium amber color. Looks like an off-white, well, it could be white. It's hard to tell the color here. It's a white head. Nice and creamy looking head. Get that drone up there. Yeah, it really looks good. Nice creamy, small, thick bubbles have gathered. It looks good. It's like a real good beer or ale. And let's get it here so we can see it together. That's a good looking beer. Look at the carbonation going up in that. You can see the carbonation going up, building to the head sustaining. You can see the carbonation. Really well carbonated. It looks like a nice fine IPA. Surely looks fine to me. Alright, let's see. If I didn't get any aromas when I opened it, let me see what we have here. Let me just move this out of the way a bit so we can still see. Okay, what we're getting is that malt, that maltiness, that pale maltiness to it. Definitely floral. Definitely floral. I'm getting some floral on that. citrus. It always naturally always comes out on your aromas that that caramel. But it's being dominated by the hops, the flowery hops, the slight bitterness of the hops. Again, some sweetness, but it's being dominated by the bitter hops, the bitterness of the hops, I should say. It's not dominating altogether, because I'm still getting that caramel sweet swell, that balanced bitterness actually with the malt. But I'm getting big floral out of it. The aromas might be kind of slightly grapefruity, but that flowery hops is nice. Okay, enough for that, and now for the taste test. Cheers. Okay, first mouthful is bitterness. It's not lingering at all. The hoppiness comes through. I like it because it's balanced, well balanced. That bitterness is balanced. It's a drinkable beer for sure. I've only had 3 mouthfuls. Kind of citrusy on the finish. It's a citric finish. The aftertaste kind of moves on you. I think from the first mouthful to the last one, a bit of let's say sweet or danky. I say danky and dull, sweet and dull, but when I'm saying that, I'm not saying in a negative way. The reason what I'm saying is it's not a sharp sweetness or a sharp bitterness. The hops don't come across as being a hoppiness, or at least in an IPA, but I'm not getting an effective. Where are we? Here we are. Okay, right there. Kind of on the hops for an IPA. I'm not getting a lot of that hoppiness, but then again, it's a low amount of hops. What they're saying, you're getting what you're getting what you're buying. It's getting what they're advertising. As far as the IBUs on this, 30 IBUs, they're not making a New England Juice Bomb or West Coast high hoppy IPA or any of these high IPAs. They're not making that. They're making something that is drinkable, very drinkable. If you like IPA, a session IPA, which this is, but they have it with a number of things, and then let's see what the food pairings in this are: salads, seafood, which I think a lot of beers are seafood. Mexican, yeah, I could see this going good with Mexican food. I could definitely see that going good because the hops aren't overbearing. Cheese is definitely any kind of cheese, but they say brick cheese, or Chevre, 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 I think that's how they say that in French. And Camembert. Excuse me. Again, let me go back to what I'm saying as far as the flavors, because definitely the taste on this is nice. I mean, usually your lagers, you get that bready, crackery kind of, and just a bit of it in the lagers. It's something you don't get in this because you got an IPA here. And then basically the hops I consider low. I mean, if they're an IPA, but they're low for an IPA. 30 IBUs. And the Amarillo Citra hops are very flavorful. And with the 4.5% ABV, you're going to get a well-balanced beer on what this is. As you can see it's the color of it. It's that hazy, medium amber. It has a nice white head. It was a bit like haziness, but it's not from sediment. And I like the aromas on this. The aromas are really nice. It makes it a drinkable beer, very drinkable beer. Yes, if you like getting into, if you like getting into IPAs, try this first. Try this one here, and you work your way up to when you get into those 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 international bitter units. You'll know the steps of getting up to starting with this one. Because if you start right away with those high IBUs, they're 85, 90, like myself, I just shut them down and said, I don't like IPAs, I don't like that hoppiness. If you build yourself up to it, this is the way to go. This is a drinkable beer to sit around with friends, and I would buy this again for my friends and family and so forth that would like an IPA. This would be it, because it gives enough bitterness in the throat, and it adds to it. So, with that said, I won't go on any longer. I'll cut this aside, show my treat for the day. Got these here. Actually, my wife picked these up. Some toffee peanuts. Got those for the day. And I'll sit here, finish up, have the brew here. So, folks, have a good day. Hope if you're in the New England area, you don't get too much snow. We're supposed to get 6 inches to a foot. I'm not looking forward to that, really. I thought winter was going to be dying down, but I guess it's not. Oh man, winter is still here. So have a good day, folks. If you drink responsible. And I want to thank all the military veterans for what you've done and all your sacrifices, particularly to your families. So, ciao.